Nice.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to ETC Plays Expedition 33. I ended
It's been a long
yesterday's
day.
episode a little abruptly,
We should make camp.
so I figured I would
Let's keep going.
start off before
We won't find
getting
Maelle
into
if
the
we're
next
dead.
dungeon today. We will be going through flying waters today, but I'm going to take a couple of minutes here just to sort of show off the world map here a little bit. This is how you actually get the various dungeons in the game.
Interesting.
I probably won't show too much of the open world stuff, because there is a little bit of just wandering around. There's some secret files, some expedition journals, stuff like that. And there are also a fair amount of command elements in there. I may record that.
The story is
I'm
coming.
not sure if they're on that phone, occasionally little specials of the boss rush of the dramatic world. But otherwise, this is just a fun little system, honestly. For us to go between dungeon to dungeon. There are sort of Metroidvania-esque elements to it. As you progress through the game, you'll unlock different ways to progress this map, be it swimming, flying, and a couple other nifty little things that I'm sure we'll get into later. The other reason I wanted to start today's episode a little bit early is because I forgot that there is actually a cutscene during the camping tutorial, ostensibly. Before that last fight, Luna mentioned that she wanted to camp before we went looking for Maelle.
We can use that.
And I will make an effort to actually play the game's cutscenes for your viewing pleasure. So we're going to head to camp here, just before we head into flying waters. But as you can see, that little portal that was in front of me is like a dungeon entrance. And that is how you will get into the more direct explorable combat zones in Expedition 33.
I'm sorry about earlier. The beach was not your fault.
The beach was not your fault.
No, it was. I convinced Alan to land there.
So, we can rest a bit? The moon is bright. I want to keep
rest a
moving.
bit.
Have you learned nothing from the beach?
No, I
moon
am
is
not
bright.
leaving
I
Maelle
wanna keep
alone a
moving.
minute longer than I have to.
But right now, it's just the two of us, and I don't want to bring Maelle your corpse. We have to think every step through. The man on the beach, you saw what he did. But more than that, you saw his face. He must be, what, 50? 60? Yet he survived the Gamage. We don't know who we're dealing with. We lost everyone in an instant.
Exactly. He killed us all so easily. He doesn't need to fake a message.
Lucien. Lucien died to save me. And Tristan. Margot, they all... I am not letting Maelle die out here. I'm taking her home.
What? No, no! We have a mission!
Oh, fuck the mission! Fuck the mission, Lune! What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take down the paintress, just the three of us? My gun and your sparks?
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward.
You swore the oath. When one falls, we continue.
Yes, I know.
When one falls. When one falls. Not if. When. We knew not all of us would make it. But we continue. As long as even one of us stands, our fight is not over.
But I'm not afraid to fight, it's just Maelle, she's...
Maelle swore the same oath.
I know that!
She chose her life. You and I... Come on, we always said the future of Lumiere is more important than
Any individual life, yes.
Do you still believe that? Do you still believe that? Do you?
I hope I do.
Fuck the mission. Really?
Sorry.
The main continent. Hard to believe we're finally here.
Yeah.
Good night, Gustav.
I can see where Gustav's coming from. If one of my family members was in a whack situation like this, even understanding what's at stake, he wouldn't be able to rise to the occasion, as it were,
For those who come after.
knowing that there's something you could be doing for the ones you love. And he's not wrong. It doesn't seem like the white-haired man would need to set a trap for them. What do you know? We probably weren't the worst up to an expedition. They actually probably had it worse than us. But back on
68.
the subject of
Elodie's expedition.
the
You know the
note
commanders
from
of every
the expedition potentially being a trap.
Expedition 68.
If you
Their
think
boat
back
was blown into the
to
air by a storm.
when
Lumiere
we
lost
first
sight of it,
land
assumed they
and all
crashed on
that
the
commotion
continent.
is going down,
And they
you
survived.
do see
The storm.
seemingly someone, but
Alright,
given
let's
the
keep
world
moving.
we're in, I'm
We
inclined to
found the
say
weird corals.
something.
Maelle must be close by.
Take Maelle, and like not by force. It does just sort of seem to pick her up. Maybe she gets KO'd. We obviously get pretty effed up in the scene. So, to observant viewers, it definitely may be A very suspicious idea. Heading to wherever any claims
We can use that.
is. I've hated things like this. I've always had a terrible eye for little glowies. I've mentioned previously about ropes in this game and ladders in most games. Just never notice them. So I apologise if that ever leads to any frustration through this LP. Ooh. We got our water type Nevrons. What you got, fish boy? With those 3 shots, I'm basically just fishing for burn stacks all the more. So if I can't get the burn on it, then I can just start thermal transferring with Luna.
This will be useful.
Generator AP.
This will be useful.
Wait. Nevron. Looks like...
I think I better how to I think I got the time. Because while they're in their stance, there's a moment where their claws like light up, light blue. It's working out for me.
Lune, watch out!
No, okay. I think they might be weak to earth. When you get to new areas, it doesn't hurt if you are using Luna to sort of test some elemental weaknesses. Because obviously, water isn't much good against these things with ice. Ice. Rushing down one of my playthroughs. I sort of see it as water. But honestly, that's not probably because I used to play Guild Wars 2, and I see this a lot, like in Elementals in that game. You can just swap between elements to cast different element spells. So, the idea is quite similar. Some of the elementals can count in that game. Fishing with a free shot or two.
An advantage.
Surprisingly valuable. And you know, in these longer fights, the burn stacks can add up if you are just regularly applying burn. And they're both only a 20% chance, but it's not that bad. That's a clean fight there. Always like these mine things. The weak point's super useful.
Mines. Be careful.
So there, that's what I might say. Dead you. This helps make those flying enemies more early on, things like the critical burn and crit vulnerability can be super useful. I believe it's 25%. Either way, that's still a pretty significant amount of crit for this early stage in the game. Let's just see, burn's fairly easy to apply. Thankfully, through a chunk of the side, you do get punished doing that. If you actually go looking around at all the NPCs. I've seen a couple of the areas giving dramatic enemies, the worst couple each. There's a bunch of ways.
An advantage.
Nothing sus.
Over there. A hut.
Slow down. We don't know what's inside yet.
Always a good sign. Always a good sign.
Look.
Good.
There's a
You're
door
being
inside.
followed. That's lovely. It's always nice to be admired.
Seems empty. Let's go. Someone lives here.
This is good stuff. Not giving a shit. No, it's something in the other dimension. Not fucking with my daughter. Just Liam Neeson, bro. If any butlers or anything walk up to you, just, where's my daughter? I have a very specific set of skills, and I will use all of them to find her. They involve screaming, shooting myself in the head, and crying.
Where are we? This is...
I don't know if I can make jokes of that on YouTube. Probably shouldn't say shit. In Minecraft. I really appreciate Luna's skill tree. I think she's a really interesting, diverse range of skills. For a lot of the characters, some of their skills feel quite samey. Maybe that's just because I'm not an appreciator of martial arts. And like, don't worry, mechanically they all do their own unique things. I just think that a lot of Luna's skills look really cool. So you get to make like earth fists and you keep people with your lightning legs. Not if anybody with the old power thirst out. Kicking Mother Nature in the face with your energy legs. Ooh, journal. And maelle, guys. What's up, girl? I hope so. Are any of us real? No.
Maelle?
Bitch, I smell like new God. Don't stop.
Gustav? Are you real?
Cause I'll come for you.
Well, you sure smell real enough.
Hail Satan.
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
White girls always end up in mansions?
thought that
I don't know. Oh,
On the
Satan.
beach, I saw you and
True.
I couldn't, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have,
That's good.
I should have come for you, and
True.
It's okay.
It's not like it has a mouth.
I was worried.
Made it.
So, like, I don't really blame her.
How did you end up here?
I don't know. It's all a blur. I remember everyone at the beach. Then I woke up here. With him.
Nothing sus.
He's been helping me a lot. He reinforced all my pictos.
What
No,
is
we
he?
can't have that journal.
I'm not sure. He doesn't really talk.
The chroma around him. It's
Some of these paintings are like,
quite
they're
different
probably
from the
just literal
Neverlands.
concept art. But a lot of them are like enemies from the game. Seems a little bit odd. Alright, curator, let's dance.
How did you find me?
There was a message at the indigo tree.
I
you know
love
who
all
left
the
it?
different defensive actions we get in
message?
this game.
Maybe.
Like, some people
No.
might find it confusing,
I don't
I'll be
know.
honest. I definitely. But I do
Again,
find some of the attacks like no
we
blood
just
lead to
trained
dodge. I like
earlier.
the jump attacks. I don't know, the timing on them's really easy.
Alright,
Probably just because I actually have a
alright.
clear indicator.
But this time I have backup.
I'm sure some people feel that the parry timing is a clear indicator. Parry when it hits. Yeah, you're not wrong. I also love Maelle's, her stance mechanic. Like, I think it's aesthetically cool. I think she's one of the more self-reliant characters. This is the AP game on the stance swap. Which is the power of itself with her. She generates so much AP. I mean, she's quite a useful character, so I was discussing before, taking these fishing shots to try to mark people. Her virtuoso skills actually get bonus damage from unmarked enemies. So it's a helpful, easy way that she can mark people herself. And or chew through a little more of that AP, trying to upcoming attacks. I'm also like 50% sure with virtuoso and offense and offensive stance should not be shot damage. Doesn't sound like it's skill damage or anything.
spill some ink.
You like that bitch? Not too much of that, bro. So how come it's all you can play? Really even five? Oh yeah, you can buy the safety type of that's a great idea. I think it's definitely not going to eat our buildings or something. Like straight up, I think it's fucking the vampire.
Lightning, strike!
That was fun, but I think we've had enough training today. You could come with us
While a
if
lot
you
of
like.
people may be inclined to equate
If
pictos in this
that's a yes,
materia,
we'll see you at the camp.
I'm not sure if materia gives stats. I don't think they do, but I can't say that I played that much of the game. But I know that we do still have armor in FF7. Where in this, obviously we don't, we just have cosmetic clothes, it's not armor. So it sort of pulls double duty as the bulk of our stats. It's actually quite a lot like the armor and weapon system in FF9, in that you get AP while you're wearing weapons and armor to permanently unlock passives. But oh my god, sometimes it was such a grind having to like unlock these skills on this random armor that you'd find in shops in hidden towns. So I'm glad that they did put a little bit of thought into that and just make it 4 battles to unlock pictos. Let's go! No, go the Majestic. I kind of love the gestrals. I love the sandwich.
We should go to the manor and maybe learn something.
Yeah, or we could get back to the indigo tree.
I love your
Noko's
butt
usually
head.
here. I wonder where...
Is that a gestral?
Stop that, you big hairy brush face. Can't you see they're human? Noko's a bit dramatic, but if you're nice, Noko will trade you lots of useful items for chroma.
I'm quite surprised these things aren't allied with the painters.
So the tales are true. Perhaps the grandest in the SKA exist too. Are there more gestrals like you? I'd love to
Maybe
meet
that's
them.
too silly to have all regions.
Noko, you silly scruff.
They just have
Their
the
village is not far
guys
from
that
here.
are
Oh,
running for me.
really?
Lune,
I know. Don't have time for detours.
yeah,
Let's go.
we need to get to the paintress.
Get that bitch.
There's
in.
another sea between here and the paintress.
Noko, as the best gestral merchant ever, I bet you know a solution, yeah? Come on, you broomhead, I
I
know
also
you
love
know.
this merchant mechanic. You can throw it out. Secret. Gonna find the good stuff.
Well, I guess you'll get to meet more gestrals.
I feel like the little lamp should be awake. Like, for real. No ghost wall.
Let me take death!
Honestly, at this early stage, a lot of that stuff's pretty expensive to equip with Luna, and they're 5 points. I think one of them might be a 10. Alright, continuing on. Is there anything behind the spooky house? Possibly a mysterious stranger? What are you buying? Well, no secret mansion. Alright, gonna Chroma Elixirs back. You're gonna wonder, like, did she go out on her own, or like, did the curator take her out to fight Nevrons? Did somebody else? Logo mentions Verso. Has she met Verso at this stage? Because at this stage, we've certainly never met a Verso.
These dead Nevrons. Who could have done this?
Guess.
So you didn't just stay in your mansion.
That doesn't seem like the sort of house
Guess we found
Gestral
68's boat.
would live in.
There's a path through the boat.
That anchor doesn't look man-made.
Could be the curator's real name. Associated with the curator. I can imagine any Gestral interacting with that thing. I imagine it would just be this portals.
Brace yourselves. Let us stain them.
it's a little simpler. Also, these things are playing AoE powerless to like all your enemies. It's like wild. Super handy. It's one of the reasons I couldn't stress enough, sort of paying a little bit of attention, trying to find enemy weak points, if there was any sort of funny little glowing spot. Honestly, I should probably shoot those. I think they're called pearls. Pearlescents. Probably try to shoot their claws off. See if it stops the dash attack. There we go. Would deal the most damage in the world, but honestly, that's
This will be useful.
and the harder you hit something when you apply a burn stack, I'm pretty sure the less burn it applies, more damage.
An advantage.
With burning and or breaking shots, I definitely feel like you can add up. Ooh, a white Nevron. I do know how this side quest works, so I'm not going to attack them, as you totally can, and they're like the chromatics. I think you do get like 5 or 10 color illumina from them each, to be honest. But there's an end game quest that if you don't attack any of them, you can get, I think it's 100 color of Lumina. It's a quite significant end game reward. And honestly, as far as I know, there's nothing to stop you from killing them after you get the 100 Lumina. So if you ever do find yourself hard up for it in the end game, it's something to think about. It does mean you could go through some of these funny little challenges. And now we can just jump down here, head back around, and give the little guy his mine. Here you go, little buddy. I really like these guys. And not just because they're easy to kill, like, I actually think they're a pretty cool design.
Nice.
These little drowned submariner depth charges. Also, that's a really sweet weapon. Luna gets a lot of pretty nuts weapons, honestly. But I think this skill's called Electrify. She has a really early on 1-cost lightning skill that can turn your fire stains into light
Said
stains.
something.
So with that you can make it free, and it's a nice little free action to do. It doesn't force it, still take your turn. Nice. Yeah, finish that off. Nice. Regular, they are in fact equal.
It's forging something. So they...
Okay there. Make sure the gun kills that guy. Shit. That's rough. That's rough. Gun stacks going. Shoot. Oh no. Oh. There.
Get ready.
Let the ink flow.
Let's spill some ink.
Maybe after we're out.
Chroma's flowing. An
It's kind of weird
advantage.
about defensive stats in this game. Because obviously they sort of are a crutch. Like, look, if you're not like good enough to like do the dodging and the parrying and whatnot, yeah, then build defenses. If you are just goaded, it's kind of two stats that you just can just completely ignore. It's kind of liberating. Not to say that I am one of those people who is like goaded or nothing. But it's interesting. It does open up doors for if you do find that like your defense just isn't sufficient for a boss. You can farm up recoats in the end game to sort of try and go for a glass cannon build and not be worried about being locked into it just because have the parry timing on a boss, but you just don't have the damage to kill it. And sorry if it seems weird on camera, that sometimes I sort of seem to run in circles. I'm trying to like... Normally in games I'll like follow along a wall. Otherwise I'll get lost in these environments, honestly.
Nice.
And I've always found it a decent way to sort of find funny little side paths. Just sort of going around these big open areas, just sort of hug the walls. Rather than trying to go straight down the middle of this obviously quite obscured area. Devs probably did that for a reason, right? Oh jeez. What the fuck? That looked weird. Dust these guys' shields off. Pop the powerless. Son of a bitch, I think there might be a weak point on his hand. Like this weird glowing tumor thing. I don't know all the enemies' names. I'm almost surprised that getting hit doesn't knock you out of virtual stance.
On guard!
But that would probably be frustrating.
Get ready.
You know that hitting a shield would have consumed them all. Good to know that they don't damage. Maelle's such an effective character. And like, honestly, with that crits and things, it doesn't such a nice way to
Right!
boss fights. Doing wrong, probably be some wacky one-time kill bullshit. If you did really use like Fortune's Favor on CL to double people's damage. And, oh, we have those options. It's nice actually, still getting more experience.
Let's push forward.
It's nice having the attack especially given a little bit of time to get the timing. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking of. Really like about the game. Get rid of all that timing is actually
Take cover!
Ready to parry!
dodging the long strings. It's still appreciated that you can power them. If I can
Hurts.
3 out of 6 of them.
Feel the
It
burn.
doesn't How confident are you you're going to power those?
Nice.
Because if you don't, then you're not getting any counterattack anyway. So why power
Nice.
2, eat 2? And you can probably just power those 2 and then dodge the other 2 and try and get the timing down. And something my roommate actually pointed out to me, and apparently it is explained in game, I'm just terrible at reading, is the perfect dodge timing actually is the parry timing. So if you are like regularly dodging enemies,
An advantage.
sort of start noticing that, no, okay, shit, the last sort of 5 attacks in a row, I totally did perfect that entire stream. Yeah, maybe it's time to try your parry out. I think it's a nice little learning risk-reward system. Because obviously it can be very frustrating in the early game if you are sort of immediately or exclusively trying to parry and just sort of eating these hits. Really can just one-shot you, especially on expert, against the chromatics and whatnot. It can be nice just to sort of give you a minute to dodge their attacks, dance around them for a little while. Like with these guys, like they have their double hit. Like the second hit, if it hits you, it does stun you. If you're not super confident with it, getting stunned is very bad, even if it doesn't kill you. So some attacks are better.
This will be useful.
No, I'm not giving you about it. I'm not taking that chance. The counter attack isn't worth it. so thank you, but
Danger! A storm is coming.
I think wildfire is a quite useful skill. So it's never really it's quite exceptional skill. Fire is quite useful. A light stand.
I can do it.
Definitely a light stand. It's definitely appreciated that it does. This one is dead. Because now they'll always be one that doesn't have shields. It's like thankfully, they're pretty good about money. Copyright. It's frustrating. No more shield anymore. So much AP. So. I really appreciate that I make you buy potions and things now.
Thunder.
Also, just the game to be able.
Looking good.
I was trying to clap for that. Hey, you could have put a problem there. Thanks for not doing that. And I know that doesn't sound like something that we should laud, but these days, I feel like it is.
We can use that.
Ooh, journal. I think it's a really interesting way to sort of disconnectedly tell the story as well. It gives a nice reason to sort of explore the dungeons. It's a pretty solid bet that there's,
Expedition
what,
68.
70 of these expedition
Elegy.
journals? Surely there's at least one in every
It's
dungeon.
a miracle any of us survived. We were caught in the maelstrom
so many
and
dungeons
flung
in the
from
game.
wave to wave. We lost the moon and the stars, condemned to a never-ending darkness of punishing rain and raging clouds. The paintress
honestly,
sent a
I haven't
storm
counted.
to overcome us.
There
But
is
it
a
is
healthy
we
amount.
who have overcome the storm. After surviving that, crushing those Nevrons was almost an afterthought. Strength and resilience.
Ooh, mama.
It's how we survived that storm. And it's how we grabbed victory. It wasn't even a battle.
Yeah.
It was an ink bath. We squeezed those Nevs dry.
I'm
But this new one looks tougher than the others.
leaving.
So many. I don't like this. Merde. This one is gigantic.
Well,
Avoid those at all costs.
intanto vi sto. Creepy bones. I do think the lightning skills look really cool, but I'm not fond of the only trigger an additional attack. It sort of forces you into a stab. And I understand some people may feel that the weapon scaling really does that. And yeah, this is true, this is true. But you know, there's so many interesting things you can do. Just never felt the need to like hard try build for it. Honestly, there's enough ways in the game to manipulate your crit that if you do want to crit, you totally just can. It's to the Luminous system, you know, give her an extra 10 points, you get the
This
crit.
building has a certain melancholy beauty. A lone outpost of humanity nestled amongst the corals.
Hey,
A sailor lost at sea.
Our resident cynic is now a poet.
Wouldn't expect a Cartesian engineer to understand beauty.
that's why you take your free shots, people.
A storm is coming.
Let's dance.
They've got the enemies here,
Let us stay now. The expedition's not over.
Sorry.
I'm not giving up.
Oh god, I hate these things. These are one of the few enemies in the game that don't alive.
We can use them.
Alright, how stuck am I? Play that trumpet good, mate. Play that trumpet good.
We can use that.
Okay, doesn't have that much health. Yeah, yeah.
Guard up!
Feel the burn.
Alright, this will be a launch.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Yes, I will. Nice. And we will come back for him later. Because, like I mentioned before, not only are the chromatics tough, I hate those enemies. I hate them so much. Later on in the game, you get a sort of
Nice.
bloody palace style arena where you can just sort of fight waves of mobs. Never got used to this timing. Spark. Try to keep those in line. Come back for those when we can. Pressing on from that crushing defeat. Let's continue on through the area. By the way, for anybody who does think it's weird that I've sort of discredited skill points, so like attribute points, but still able to kill enemies in the levels, it's honestly more about you do a point per level. And they're I don't have a drop table or anything in front of me. A lot of enemies like that. I feel like one thing kind of once. Regularly get good.
Watch out!
Never really used that many consumables in this game, beyond the reses. Kind of just have a dedicated healer on my team. Not being relying on the front of the I did not see that enemy over there. Sorry. It's a problem with this is a storm.
Take him down.
Let me explode.
Love the expedition though.
Dodge gestral.
By the way, another little mechanical thing. When you do actually bother like striking enemies on the overworld, that's why I keep the first strike. If you do this, just combat is normal.
Storm is coming.
Even that's just a nice little thing. I'll make these modern cancels a little less. It's honestly the most part would probably kill us.
Get ready.
At least gives you a chance there are enemies in the group that Nai can't do with its attacks. It will kill somebody. Maybe you get a chance to kill it first. And deal with the more challenging enemies. This does give the devs a chance to ambush the player from that first stroke. Actually remember if you can be ambushed at this game. Probably some lessons. strike. Yeah, it's overall that was fine.
Ready to
That was always the normal thing. Old RPGs getting back attacked. I'm sort of glad they've done away with that, to be honest.
Storm is coming.
PFA is such a nuts ability. Quite like that starting on this path of sort of taking strays at enemies. Because 50% free attack damage. That's quite nice.
This will be useful.
Don't have a terribly high opinion of energizing break. But as I've mentioned before, it's handy to learn these things. As I'm sure you can imagine, most Luminers do have some build that they're quite handy for. And honestly, I've definitely played my fair share of games where it's just more effective to build stagger damage and go for those stun moments, whether you have stun counters, finishers, what have you. We don't quite have this in that game. We don't quite have that in this. It does just skip their turn, but it is still quite handy. Trying to get maelle to crit because PSA has like a nuts damage multiplier, especially if you get unmarked enemies. So if I get the marking shots to land into PSA, then like we should be looking pretty good to clear these early game bosses. I sort of view using maelle as an easy mode in this game. And obviously I only have 3 party members at the moment, so I don't have much to say in that. But I'll definitely have to think about if I continue to use her. That's not to say that she's strictly better than the other characters, but I think she has the simplest combat mechanic, and just being able to sort of burn somebody, swift stride, get into virtual stance for your 200% damage, rather than Lune having to build up stains, Gustav having to build up overcharge for his one ability for now. So she is one of the easier characters to build, I feel. It'd be so cool to be something. Like, obviously, I guess a lot of magical places would be cool to be. But here in Australia, we have these sort of walk-in aquariums. And obviously, not like under the water, but it's like a sort of glass tunnel through an aquarium. They're pretty extraordinary, to be honest. Environments like this made me think of them. Reminds me of back home. Just like poor Gustavi. Thinking what it'd be like to be home with Soph. Well, no, it doesn't matter why it attacked. It mattered that it does. Get a grip. Oh shit, we were bouncing. We were bouncing. Damn.
It only attacks when...
Coming.
Yeah, he's going to electric. While I fight this boss, I want to quickly talk about thermal transfer. Because while I say Maelle's probably the most efficient character,
Let's spill some ink.
Brune will put up a pretty significant armor. But you have to do kinda specific things. Thermal transfer, hell no. I should say. I was at least hoping myself right now. Oh, what can you do? You can hit it again. The obvious.
Let's spill some ink.
Sounds so silly when my roommate pointed this out to me. That was really hard to go. It's not that bad. Play the character to check it out. And like, so we do this boss fight, but sometimes we just pop the sound. And like, true. Didn't even occur. If you don't do it, he heals a pretty significant amount, honestly. I'll mention it because I hope I don't demonstrate it, honestly. It's kind of annoying. So for anybody worth having a truck boss out there, keep in mind that you can pop the flowers.
Take cover!
It can make it a lot easier. Don't sort of suck the chunk of but like I've been mentioning, my hour honestly, probably the best.
Get ready.
For the break.
Can do it.
Similar to how Gestral has like power and stuff itself here. Which we had sort of have like a prank for that. Nothing like the prank.
Stop, don't die.
Sort of a way to go out. Maybe the prank maybe.
Let's push
Of
forward.
course with the heart.
Quake in.
Now that the actual Expedition 33 is dead.
For those who come up.
Oh, my apologies. So, I don't know if you like it. But as I was saying, with the actual leader of Expedition 33 being dead, I suppose that does make it
Looking good.
unofficial commander. I wouldn't blame you for feeling like, no, that's not that. I really wouldn't. She don't really present as that point of view character. Obviously, you may remember I mentioned before, I do actually consider Maelle the protagonist of this story, despite Gustav being our point of view character.
Feel the burn.
Giving up.
Realistically, I'm somewhat surprised. I think this is like a really come-of-age story. So, like, coming to terms with the cutscenes being kind of dull.
Stop, don't die.
It's obviously wrong with Maelle. They have one You're gonna wonder if she regrets that choice. She probably just thought it was boring. Oh, there are worse things than being bored. Yeah, maybe this is what you want. She is something. Use the word damage. It's a 16-year-old. But obviously the word damage doesn't actually refer to sexual. Then it's like going to the danger zone.
Okay.
But you definitely don't think that's okay. This is worth the bottom safety. If you're not going to protect yourself, why bother being? That's it.
Get ready.
Get it?
Not looking good.
Burn down. Ooh, what you got, big boy? No,
I can do it.
very well we can break the next time for this stuff.
Get ready.
Shit. Oh, right, I get shields. That's kind of like... It's less annoying though, honestly. But that's fine. Ooh. Does the burn finish? No. Marble, how do you say so?
Wait!
The nerve roll.
It seems peaceful. As long as we don't touch the flowers.
Yeah, let's not get too sentimental. It's still a paintress creation.
I'm gonna heal everything. So 60% of the things we established, but I'm going to kill the gestrals. Hey,
Damn, Maelle, what
Right.
was that?
chill out, Luna.
It felt
No, that was
familiar
weird.
somehow.
Don't hunt
Gustav, we
nevrons.
won't understand what's going on if we kill everything that moves.
Look, a red tree. The gestral village must be ahead.
You know what nevrons are capable of.
She'll be fine.
I think I did see a path or two
She'll
back
be
there.
fine.
But I did just want to get to the flag. So I think we have found the flag now. And is this right? Yeah, this is cool. Cool. Confirm that that wasn't a mini boss or anything. There's one or two things here that I want to make sure I don't miss. And try and find all the mines. Just because playing dress up can be fun. I don't have to come back later and find them. May as well show off where they are. Pretty sure I remember where this one is. And there's also this little path here, which is for a virgin boss fight. Can hate these things too. I hate them less than the trumpet things. Honestly, that's just because they remind me of sand ones. So, sand ones are cool. These things are cool, honestly. The whole eating department is a nightmare. I don't even know if it's dodgeable. It's definitely a power. God, it's impossible. I've never got the timing. Thankfully, you can just break them to make them stick now.
Let me help.
Second just. You can break them. Yeah, that's a bit more. I think that attack isn't too hard to dodge. I'm not entirely how it does hit you with its exhaust on there. It also makes you unable to gain AP. So, kind of annoying status. And it only lasts a turn or two normally. But honestly, I found enemy conditions somewhat inconsistent in the game, so I'm inclined to just go. Speaking of not having AP, I think that'll be good. Well, there's always going to be that. I didn't do all of that, actually.
Grace.
Stacking these bones up on it. Make it virtuous. As you can see there, as long as somebody else can maintain the burn on it, then maelle can pretty easily just go between virtual offensive with Swift Stride and PSA. I apologise if I'm butchering the pronunciation on any of her moves.
Get ready.
Nice, nice.
Let the ink flow.
Hey. your party members.
For those who come after.
So the bone kill for long.
A storm is coming. Feel the burn.
It was like converting some of the fire strains into light strains. Casting power from
I'll
bars.
do it. I'll do it.
I'll be slow on it. Honestly, this day I'm gonna run to
Ready
quite
to
effective
obey.
actually. Oh shit. Oh my god.
Let us sting. Wait.
Well, I hate it because it's
Ready to evade.
extremely
Ready to evade. Ready to evade.
obviously AP generation is quite a useful thing to do.
A storm is coming.
And early on there's just so little you can do about status moves. Later on you get to how to deal with it. Unsurprisingly, I do love the cleansing tinctures, like heal myself and cleanse it off myself. But as you see there, it only lasts a turn, for the most part. And there we go. Nice one, there. And that gives us augmented counter, which is much unfortunate. And it could have been only cost cost effective. I think it's the most counter in the world. Still, 25% counter damage, they honestly deal pretty good damage. Let's go back to cutscene. Sure. Oh no, big fires. What the hell? True. Everyone, if I were kidnapped by solar citizens and I'd probably leave them next door. Rats. Gonna nail that bitch one day. It's probably not what any expedition expects.
Still too far.
It doesn't seem that way. Oh, you mean losing them in
Being
combat?
out here isn't what I expected.
Yeah, that hits
As
different.
expected.
Probably. I'm not a soldier. No.
You okay?
Death out here's not like death in Lumiere, is it?
But survivor's guilt's a hell of a thing.
I thought I was used to losing people. I've life of a foster child, right? But not like that. On the beach. That man.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Nevrons we were prepared for, but not. And now we've finally found other survivors, and it's... You know, that's the insidious thing about the Gomage.
Like, straight up.
It's predictable, almost gentle. It makes Lumiere complacent and accepting, but... The Gomage is equally violent than death.
But that Dementor thing, it's
Death
cool.
is just as
Don't
fine.
stress about that.
I've been having nightmares.
But if
Yeah,
we see
me
Bruce
too.
Willis, we're good.
Look, if death approaches, I
Could
want
not
you to
run
run.
Bruce Willis.
No, promise me. Run. Especially if we meet the man from the beach. We can't face him. You see him, you run.
Only if you do the same.
Oh, I'm running as soon as I see a strand of white hair, trust me. You won't even see me, I'm running so fast.
Yay!
Oh, please, you're an old man. I can outrun you any day.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
that's great. It's got a cave. That's great. Just make
There was a
yourself a home,
time.
friend.
When 30 was young, you know.
Sure.
But this is where we can finally use those colour of Luna. To sort of pump our team up a little bit.
Surprised to find you here.
I hope we can trust
I
him.
just like to periodically sort of give people a little bit of boost. Make sure that we can keep all the relevant Pictos equipped. Luminas. Because honestly, another game this system quite reminds me of is Warframe in its mod
At
system.
least we can upgrade our
With
Picto.
Lumina's being quite a lot like mod capacity. I imagine Nier Automata is more like that. I've compared the system to Automata's system before, despite not having played it, because I'm led to believe it has something very similar to Warframe's mod system.
How did the
But
Gestrals
it
survive
includes
out here?
UI elements and
I'm not
things. Really strange stuff.
Oh my God,
It's because the game is like super meta.
Gestrals.
And honestly, from the little I have seen, it's super cool.
Told you Gestrals were real.
You did not.
Well, I thought it.
Nah, writing for the shitlings. And she brought the guitar. I guess they can make weapons, they probably do just make instruments.
For those who come
That'd
after,
be super useful. Just be able to like summon a violin, a guitar, drums, what have you. True.
been a long time since I've seen you play.
God to all three.
Gestral
I guess
village.
heaven to the second. Or hell,
still can't
maybe,
believe they
maybe it's
exist.
Satan.
I mean, what other fairy tales are real?
This is ultimately a war of information.
Hey,
There's still too much we don't understand. Where the paintress comes from?
yeah, rescuing
does
Dawn
what she
does that
does.
for you.
Who is she?
Well,
70 years and we still barely know anything.
And the man on the beach? Yeah,
also, they do
Too many
some time
unknowns.
heals all wounds.
but
Even if it is
we take
only
down the paintress.
72 hours
At
or
least
something.
that gives future generations a chance to unravel the mystery.
You seem better than before.
Yeah. Holding it
Tomorrow
together.
comes.
Shock's worn off. A bit. We can't bring anyone back. But I thought we can keep their spirit alive.
But alright, everybody.
Pushing forward.
That seems like a pretty good place to
And at least there's 3 of us.
leave off part 3 here of our little adventure.
The mission hasn't changed.
In our next part, we will move
Tomorrow
on to the
comes.
ancient sanctuary and
Tomorrow
find out a little
comes.
more about what's going on with these gestrals. Hope you all enjoy. Until next time, have a great day. Alright, we've completed the editing. Rah.